guys, I've got another Ask Gab video and I haven't done one of these in forever, like literally forever. So I thought I would hit you with one. Boom. I favorited a bunch of tweets, as I always do. I always say that as well. And I'm gonna read them backwards this time. So from like the last one that I favorited rather than the first one, which I don't really do, but I'm gonna break the rules. Hobby Stewart asked, when is your next cover? Loved the first one. Thanks, Hobnob. My next cover is pretty damn soon, in October. Yeah, which I'm excited about. We actually might hit you with 2 at the same time, but kind of not at the same time, like 2 weeks apart, but 2 in 2 weeks. And I've only ever done 1 in 2 years, so October will be the month, Hobby. Get working on that music. Georgia asks, did you have a favourite toy as a kid? I did have a favourite toy, and I read this question like when I favorited it, and I remembered to get my favourite toy, and he is called Harry. I've had Harry since I was like, oh my god, probably like 7-ish. I'm gonna try and insert a picture right here of me and Harry when I was younger. But this is Harry now. He's a bit dishevelled, he's got floppy arms, and he's lost the use of his neck, so he kind of sits like this. But that's okay, isn't it, Harry? I still love you. He's been sewn up more times than I can even remember, and he's got like bald patches missing, and he's just so cute. Everybody needs to love Harry. Aww, Harry. Evan Edinger asked, when's the cuddle sesh? First of all, wow, a tweet without a pun. Second of all, whenever you want, let's cuddle all day long. Jade asked, what's your top 3 songs you're listening to at the minute? Every time you tell us a song you're loving, I always end up loving it too. Ah, okay, that's good, because I really like music and I really like songs and I really like you. So the song that I've been loving the most right now is Halsey, Ghost. Say hello. Say hello, everybody. I love you lots and lots. Oh, not enough to stay nice. Okay. Sit there then, little cutie. So yeah, the first song is Halsey, Ghost. I love the entire Badlands album though. I've got it right here. Thanks Sophie Foster for that one. The next song that I've been loving is Make Me Wanna Die by The Pretty Reckless. I've loved this song for years and years and years, like literally about 6 years or however old it is. But I just rediscovered it and I've been loving it. The next song that I've been loving, I'm not really sure because to be fair, I haven't listened to a lot of songs recently. I've just been listening to songs that I know instead. Let me just go open this blank because I've gone really dark. Oh, that lighting is not cute. Oh well. I really love Good For You again by Selena Gomez. I mention it all the freaking time, but I really like that song, so I guess they're my 3. The next question is, if you could duet with anyone, who would it be and what would you sing? It would be Julie Andrews, obviously. I'm the biggest Julie fan ever. And it would be 16 Going on 17, the reprise of that song. Or reprise, whatever. She sung that out. Nelly's attacking my arm. It's a song that she sung originally, and it was between her and Charmaine Carr, who played Liesl in The Sound of Music, and I would take the Liesl part and Julie would take the Julie part, and it'd just be the best thing ever. What's the worst theme park picture of you? I'm just gonna leave this right here. 5 Chins Magoo. How do you deal with anxiety? I love you. I love you too. I don't deal with it very well, and I've said before, but I don't mention it a lot either, because as soon as you mention anxiety, you get a lot of people like, oh, you're just doing it because it's like a popular phase of a thing to have. No. A lot of people do suffer with anxiety, like a lot more than you would probably realise. It's not a trend, it's definitely not trendy. If I could not have anxiety, like literally, I would pay £1 million not to have anxiety because it's horrible. It stops me from doing so much, and it also just makes me feel shit about myself, which isn't nice. Nelly, do you mind playing with the tree? I've just always got this doubt in my mind, and it is partly there because of bullies, I think, but it is definitely due to anxiety as well. There's always just this doubt like that you're not good enough, so it makes me panic about things. I had a panic attack the other day, which wasn't very nice, but I just don't really talk about it. The way that I deal with it is focus on breathing, obviously, because that's a massive thing with panic attacks. Your breathing goes like that, or at least mine does. I don't know what I do, I just get through it somehow. But some days I don't get through it, some days I will just cancel things because I feel too anxious to do it. I really don't know, I don't have a way that I deal with it. How can I educate my family and people at school on different sexualities? That's a good question, because I feel like families, like parents and stuff, you either have like really sick parents who are just totally fine with everything, or you just don't, and you have the parents who aren't fine with that kind of thing. And I think maybe the only way to really bring it up is like introduce a friend who's gay, or just speak about it more and speak about your opinions on it. And they might not agree with it, but if your opinion is out there, then you're kind of educating them, I guess. I don't really know, I don't understand why people are homophobic and stuff. Just let people love who they want to love. Where is your dream place to live? My dream place to live is New York City. I love New York and I would love to live there. That would be the best thing. Did you have an imaginary friend when you were younger? I don't remember having an imaginary friend. I wish my mum was here now. She's just gone on a walk somewhere, but I don't think I had one. I'm gonna go with no, and I'm kind of happy about that, because I always think that if kids have imaginary friends, it's a ghost, and then that freaks me out, so I'm kind of glad I didn't have one. Spoiler to PLL, if you haven't seen mid-season 6 finale yet and you don't know who A is, skip ahead. I will leave a number on screen to skip ahead to. But this question is, do you think Cece is the real A? And I'm not sure, because they've marketed her as being A, and Marlene's kind of said there's a new big bad person. So I think that the new big bad person isn't necessarily A, and that Cece was A. I know a lot of people like to think that Cece isn't the real A, but they've marketed it so much, and like in interviews and stuff, it's like, how do you feel about being A and stuff? I just don't think that it wouldn't be her now. So I think she is A. That story doesn't make sense on so many levels, but I also really like the story at the same time, so I'm not mad at it. I think the new baddie will just be a new baddie and it won't be A, if that makes sense. If you could only take one makeup product to an island, what would it be? I would take, if lip balm classes as a makeup product, I would take lip balm. If it doesn't, then I would take brown mascara, because with brown mascara you could do your eyelashes and your eyebrows at the same time, and they're the two main things on my face that like make my face look facially featured. That made no sense. What's your favourite thing about autumn? Autumn and winter are my favourite seasons. I hate summer. Spring is okay, it's quite nice because it's not that hot in England, but summer I just hate it and I can't wait for it to be gone. And my favourite thing about autumn obviously is the weather. I just love the weather, that it's colder. I also love that I can wear my coats again. I'm obsessed with coats, so anytime that I get to wear my coats I'm like, yes. So yeah. Why did you call Nelly Nelly? I think a lot of people have asked this actually. I called Nelly, who is my cat, Nelly, because I've got a cat at home in Sheffield and she's called Lily, and I always really liked that to say, like if you're like, oh Lily, Lily, it's just a nice word to say. Nelly's looking up like, that ain't my name, bitch. I wanted a name that kind of sounded like Lily, but obviously Nelly is a boy. So I chose Nelly because it's short for Nelson, but it also sounds like Lily. I just like names that end with E, like Gabby, Nelly, Lily, like a little fan. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and who with? I would go with Lucy and Lydia, and I would go to Disneyland, Florida, because that would just be so fun. But we also really want to go to the Bahamas, or is it Barbados? One of the two we want to go to. I think it's the Bahamas. I'm not very good at remembering stuff. But one of those two we want to go, so it would be Florida or the Bahamas with the twins. If you could be on any reality TV show, what would it be? I love you. I love you too. And it would be Big Brother. I would only want to go on the Celebrity Big Brother. I don't class myself as a celebrity at all, but I would want to go on the celeb one because it's shorter, and people on there have like reputations to hold up, so there's not as much like bad language and sexual activities going on around you and arguments and stuff, or at least on the ones I've watched there's not as many on the celebrity ones. So I would prefer to go on the celeb one because I just think it'd be more fun and you're not in there for as long. Whereas the other one, I just think it's like a massive bitch fest. Who is your favourite vlogger? My favourite vloggers are the Mitchellacks. I love them, Hannah and Steph and little Gracie. I just love watching them so much. Their videos are like art. I will leave a link below. I also really love watching my friend Alex's vlogs. They're really good. I'll leave them below too. And I've been loving Lily Melrose's moving vlogs. They've been so good, so I'll link all 3 of them. And the last question is, what are you currently watching on Netflix? I'm not actually watching anything on Netflix right now. I started Gossip Girl again, but then I just got really bored of it, so I stopped watching that. I have watched it before, but it's just one of them programs that I just find really boring. Like, it's something that I would put on in the background, but when I actually watch a program, I like to be really engaged, but Gossip Girl, I just don't find it very engaging. And now that PLL has stopped for a bit, I'm not watching that on Netflix, so I'm not really watching anything. If you've got any recommendations, leave them below, but I will leave a list of all the TV programs I've seen in the down bar, so don't suggest any of them because I've seen them. But yeah, if you've got any good suggestions, I really like murder programs and I love like crimey programs. I also love documentaries. If you know any good documentaries, I love them. And I do love a girly TV show, so yeah. There's one question that I want to know about you, and that is, what is your all-time favourite food? Like, what food could you not live without? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!